Imagine walking through the majestic ruins of Rome, the Colosseum, the aqueducts, the sprawling forums. Breathtaking, right? But what if I told you the hands that built this grandeur belonged to people whose names we'll never know? The true architects of Rome's glory were its slaves, and their story is etched into every single stone. Most of us picture Roman slaves as gladiators, fighting for their lives in the arena. While that was a grim reality for some, the vast majority lived a different, but equally harsh, existence. They were the engine of the Roman Empire, the invisible workforce behind its incredible achievements. Millions of people, captured in wars or born into bondage, were forced into labor. They were the ones who quarried the massive stones, who hauled them for miles under a blazing sun, and who hoisted them into place to create the iconic structures we admire today. Think about the sheer scale of a project like the Colosseum. It's estimated that its construction required tens of thousands of laborers. These weren't paid workers with rights. They were property, working from dawn until dusk with little food and even less hope. They dug the foundations, mixed the mortar, and laid the bricks, all under the constant threat of the whip. Accidents were common, and a life was considered expendable. The punishments for slaves were brutal and designed to enforce absolute obedience. A minor mistake could result in a flogging. Some were sent to the mines, a fate considered worse than death. Deep underground, they'd spend their short, miserable lives chipping away at rock in darkness, often until the tunnels collapsed on them. It was a system built on fear and unimaginable cruelty. But here's the most incredible part. Even in the face of such overwhelming oppression, the human spirit flickered. Slaves found small ways to resist. They would work slowly, subtly sabotage tools, or share stories and songs in their native languages to keep their culture alive. They formed secret bonds and found solidarity in their shared suffering. While large-scale revolts like the one led by Spartacus were rare and brutally crushed, these small acts of defiance were a testament to their unbroken will to be human. And then there was the path to freedom, or many. It was a slim chance, a distant dream for most, but it existed. Some slaves could save up the little money they were allowed to earn, a peculium, to buy their own freedom. Others might be freed by their master in a will, as a sign of gratitude or affection. Becoming a freedman didn't erase the past, but it offered a future. These individuals could own property, conduct business, and their children would be born as full Roman citizens. Many freedmen became successful artisans, merchants, and even poets, contributing to Roman society in a whole new way. So, the next time you see a picture of the Roman Forum or the Pantheon, look beyond the impressive arches and columns. Remember the millions of anonymous souls whose sweat, blood, and tears are mixed with the mortar holding those ancient stones together. They are the silent, uncredited builders of an empire, and their story of suffering, resilience, and the enduring hope for freedom is the true foundation of Rome. Thanks for watching. If you found this piece of hidden history as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that time forgot. See you in the next one.